Hi everyone, thank you for watching. This is the first video in a series of how to thread the Elna Lock Pro 5 DC. In this first video, we're going to be talking about what needles to use, the different needle plates it comes with, and the two different presser feet that it comes with. I wanted to talk about these things first because it's important to understand how they all work together. Even if you get your serger threaded properly, if you don't have the proper needle plate in with the right foot or the right needles, you're not going to get a good stitch or you might break needles. So I thought we would start here. The Elna Lock Pro 5 DC uses the EL705 needles, and these are the universal point needles. You can also find them in SUK, which means that they have the rounded ballpoint tip, which is good for knits. If you're doing the 4-thread overlock stitch, it's necessary with this serger to have the special EL705 twin needle. This is different than a sewing machine twin needle. You can see I've got one out of the box here. It's offset and one is a little bit longer than the other one. So make sure that you're using the correct twin needle, or you also will have a lot of problems and will likely break needles or worse. So you have to have the special needle with this one. The serger comes with 3 different needle plates. We have plate A, plate B, and plate C. Plate C is your rolled hem plate, and plate C is the only one that you use foot B with. If your Pro 5 DC is equipped with the flip swing converter, you can keep plate C in and flip this down and it'll become plate A. So if you don't have that, then you have to switch back and forth between plate A and C to switch back and forth between rolled hem and the stitches that plate A does. The difference between plates A and B is cutting width. So if you see right here, it's set at the 3.7 millimeter and 7 millimeter. That's where you want it set for plate B. With plate B and your cutting width set there, you can do a 3-thread overlock, and your needle will be 3.7 millimeters from the fabric edge. You can do the 5-thread safety stitch, and your left needle chain stitch will be 7 millimeters from the fabric edge. With plate B, you cannot do a 4-thread overlock. You can only do that with plate A. So with plate A, you would move this until it reaches the 5.7 millimeter and the 9 millimeter mark. And with that combination, you can do the 3-thread overlock, and your needle will be 5.7 millimeters from the fabric edge. You can do the 5-thread safety stitch, and your left needle chain stitch will be 9 millimeters from the fabric edge. And you can do the 4-thread stitch, and your left needle will be 5.7 millimeters from the fabric edge. If you're sewing and you notice you have loops hanging off the edge of your fabric, or your fabric is bunching up under the loops, check this first and make sure that your cutting width matches the needle plate that you're using. And both of these plates use the presser foot A. A couple more things that I wanted to talk about. The serger can also be converted to do 2 threads. This is a 2-thread converter. It's just a little device, and it just snaps onto the upper looper so that you don't thread it, and the upper looper is bypassed, and you just are using the needle and the lower looper. And you can do a 2-thread overlock, you can do a 2-thread rolled hem. So that's a nice option to have. The last thing I wanted to talk about is, if I turn it around here, you can see you can change your presser foot pressure. The manual recommends this setting at 2 for normal sewing, normal fabric. If you're doing knits, stretchy fabric, you can put it to the first setting, and you'll have a better pressure for that. So those are your 2 options for pressure. And now we're ready for threading. So in the next video, we will thread for the 4-thread stitch I hope to see you there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.